How's it going, everyone? What can I say? I haven't been around for a while, and that has a lot to do with the fact that I've been working a lot. And, well, now I'm back because I'm not working right now because I broke my leg and I need to get surgery. And so I can't go back to work for a bit. So, because of that, I have a lot of free time on my hands. So, we are going to be doing something that we should have been doing a while back, but we're doing it now because Linkin Park released a new album last month, and I didn't have the chance to do this. We're gonna do this now. We're gonna go and we're going to take a look at all the songs on the album. I spoilers. I've already listened to the entire album, but I'm gonna like actually sit down like I've done in the past, and we're going to take a look at each song and give my thoughts on each song individually because even though I've listened to the songs, I haven't really spoken about the songs. So we're gonna speak about the songs. We're gonna talk to them. Or talk to them. We're not gonna. I mean, I would love to talk to Mike Shinoda. But no, we're gonna listen to the songs. We're gonna see, my thoughts. What comes up when I listen to it. We're gonna start with "Emptiness Machine" because that is the first actual song on the album. It's not the first track, but it's the first song. Let's go ahead. We're gonna start this now.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view.
So just immediately, right out the gate, I really like the fact that they're starting with Mike, right? And the reason why I like that they're starting with Mike is because obviously this is going to feature the new singer, and so because it's going to feature the new singer, we want something familiar, and so because of that, they're giving us something familiar. Instead of starting off with Emily, they're starting off with Mike. They're starting off with familiarity, and they're giving that to us with Mike singing, which again I appreciate. I'm glad that they do that because it's nice. It's a nice bridge and transition from the old Linkin Park to the new Linkin Park.
I know you're waiting in the distance,
Just like you always do, just like you always do.
already pulling me in,
Already under my skin.
and I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be.
Okay, I love this the way that it goes, the transition, right? I what's about to happen. I love it because a couple of reasons, right? So the are fantastic. Let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. Like that is such a powerful lyric to write, and then gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. That is rough. That is such a relatable line that I feel like a lot of us can feel. And again, the reason why I say like I love this transition is because again, we're starting with Mike. And Mike is known for playing the piano, and he does really well with melodic singing, and he does really well with how he structures the material for the music. As you've seen, if you've ever watched Mike perform uh, live by himself, uh, during that transitional period where Chester passed away until where we are now. Mike does it very well, and I love the fact that we're on the keys or piano, whatever you want to call it. It's he's using keys, but the fact that we're on the keys and then we're gonna go into Emily in just a second here. It's a really good transition, and again, those lines are just incredible.
Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
And then we transition over to what sounds like old Linkin Park, which I really like. Like this whole song just has vibes of classic Linkin Park. The way that the guitar comes in and all that, it's very reminiscent to Hybrid Theory, and that's the whole point of this album. Um, and that's why this song is such a good song to start with. And there's something I want to say about Emily's voice, right? So Emily's voice, when she sings, it's so beautiful. When she screams, it's very different. And we're gonna get to that in just a moment here, probably in the next few songs, but because not so much on this one. But her singing is very very beautiful. I really like her voice. Obviously, it's not Chester. Chester was very different. Chester had a lot of emotional depth and a lot of sorrow to his voice. Emily is very different in a very good way, and we'll get to that when I have a better example to point out.
'Cause there's a fire under the altar. I keep on lying to, I keep on lying to. Already pulling me in, already under my skin. And I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open.
Okay, right here. So this is what I'm saying between Chester and Emily, and it's not a comparison to make like, oh, she's not as good as him. No, she's just different. And a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of the criticisms, right? And a lot of the criticisms, you can have whatever criticisms you have, but to say she's not as good as Chester, that is not a comparison to make. You cannot compare one vocalist to another and say that, oh, they're not as good. No, they're just different. They have different styles. She has a lot of rage in her voice, a lot of rage in her vocals, and you can tell immediately by when she started singing. But when we get to Heavy is the Crown, you hear it even more in that. There is so much rage behind her voice. Chester didn't have that rage. Chester had sorrow. Chester had sadness. He had a lot of that coming through his voice. Not saying that he didn't do screaming. Obviously Chester did massive screaming, and it was fantastic, but just the way that the screams were delivered, it's a different kind of delivery.
Just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. I only wanted to be part of something. I only wanted to be.
I will say this. When I first heard this song, I related to this song so hard immediately that it made me cry. And I wish I did a reaction when it first came out. But this song, just that line, I always wanted to be part of something. That is such a relatable line that I feel like a lot of us can speak to. Or it speaks to a lot of us, I should say. And and it just hit me so hard that every time I would listen to the song and I would sing the song, when I would get to that line, I only wanted to be part of something, or I always wanted to be part of something. It just hit me. And let me know in the comment section if you feel the same way, if it hits you in that way. I mean, I can't be alone in this. I really can't be, because it's such a powerful, powerful line.
I only wanted to be part of something.
And then again, going back to the rage thing. So uh, Mike sings it with sadness. He sings it with sadness because I feel like, even though it's been years at this point since Chester's passing. I mean, it's still fresh in everybody's minds, especially when it comes to Linkin Park. But Mike sings that with sadness, and then Emily comes in with the rage. And it's just a nice contrast from one to the other, and it's perfect. And I'm glad that they separated it and then brought them together, because it was just it's really good with that transition.
I only wanted to be part of. I only wanted to be part of something. I only wanted to be part. Let you cut me open just to watch.
And then here, to contrast from when Mike was singing without the music, when it was just the keys, you know? Let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. When Mike was singing that very melodic, with the keys. And then to contrast it, Emily's now singing it with just the keys, but hers is very different. It's rageful. It's somebody who's been hurt, but now instead of feeling that sadness, it's feeling the anger. It's a good contrast, very well put together. I really like this song. I really do. And then that line, I'm laughing because I'm trying not to get emotional. That line, oh my God, is such a good lyric. I mean, dude, don't know why I'm hoping so fucking naive. There's been a point in all of our lives where we felt that. There has been. You can't say there hasn't. I only wanted to be part of something. I only wanted to be part of. It's such a good song. It really is. If people want to hate on Emily, they can hate on Emily. I like her. I do. I think that song is a fantastic song. It is a good way to start the album. It was a perfect choice as their first single to release to everybody. It's such a good song. It really is. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. I can't wait to read them. Make sure you're hitting that like. Subscribe if you guys are new. Yeah, I'm back. I am. I'll see you guys soon. Such a good song.